Well, hi folks, it's getting on to the end of March now, and it's the hottest day of the year so far. It's getting up to 20 degrees, so I thought I better sow a few more tomatoes. I'm going to sow these cherry tomatoes, which are basically for hanging baskets, the little dwarf ones that trail over everything apparently. So, and it says they're ideal for outside, so that's why I'm planting them a little bit later than the normal ones. But it's not going to be a very exciting video, like everyone knows that I grow tomatoes, I assume. So what I do, if I'm just growing a few, instead of planting a load in a pot and then pricking them out later, I'll just plant them separately in pots. So I don't need to bother about pricking out and transplanting them. So what I've got my 6 or 7 pots here, just with some bog standard multi-purpose composting, and I always water it first, because then you don't have to. Then once you've riddled your soil over the seeds, there's no need to water it again, which can sometimes make your seeds float to the top. So I find this way is better. Give them a good soaking first, and you've no need to water after. Now these are generous, because some seeds you only get about half a dozen in a pack, but there's absolutely loads in here. So especially as they were free out of a magazine, I think I can be a bit generous myself, and I'm going to plant 2 into each pot, and then if they both come up I can either just nip one out, or if I'm being really tight I can transplant that. I can prick out the spare one. It couldn't be easier. Whoops, put about 6 in there. So I'm just going to put, like I said, just going to put 2 seeds in each pot. So they are generous with these seeds. Must be about 50 in this packet. But then with little pots like this, instead of getting the big riddle out, I just find a little tea strainer is fine, just with a bit of compost in. And I just riddle. In fact, it's not working. Always good ideas. No, forget that idea, I'll have to go back to my proper riddle. So now finding out that the old tea strainer is not much use, not as much use as a chocolate fire guard, I have to resort to the old riddle, which will make more of a mess, but I can always sweep it up. So I'll just riddle so there's just, the seeds are just covered. I don't go for this half-inch deep rubbish, because sometimes they don't manage to germinate before they rot. So simple as that. They're just covered. I won't need to water those, because they'll suck the moisture up from the already watered compost. So it's just a matter of plonking those in on a warm window ledge or any propagator, and they should be up in about 7 days or so. So like I say, not very exciting, but I'll try and video everything I do. So that's planting a few hanging basket cherry tomatoes. And don't use these, they're rubbish.